There we go.
Welcome everybody to the porch 321.
We are realtors on the Space Coast in Melbourne, Florida.
I'm Sylvia Four.
And I'm Linda Hollington.
And I'm Sherry Darmanine.
We are friends and colleagues at Coldwell Banker Realty.
And we hope today to share some hopeful information from you about the market that we're seeing here in Brevard County.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't long ago that there was a frenzy in the real estate market in the really big metro areas where all the young adults are moving and migrating to, you know, like Boston and San Francisco and Seattle. But now that frenzy is everywhere and has been for a little bit of a time.
And last Friday, the National Association of Realtors put out some stats that are still saying it's a little frenzied here, I would say. They tracked 180 metro areas, and prices were up 109 months in a row with increases of 18.4%. So the market is still somewhat frenzied, but there is hope coming.
And as of right now, there's still no signs that buyers are backing down. As a matter of fact, they're entering the market to take advantage of the low interest rates. Mortgage applications are up 53% just from a year ago. And there simply isn't enough inventory to meet the demand with only 1.7 million homes available nationwide, a historic low dating back to 1982. With properties selling as soon as they hit the market, it's no wonder that the average days on the market is the shortest ever recorded, which is 18. And the normal 83% of homes in the normal listed March is less than a month.
Yeah.
Yes. And NAR also did another survey that stated the 12th of April. This is real exciting. It's good enough to throw a party for us. It shows that the sellers that were surveyed, that 45% plan to list their homes by the end of June, which is not that far away. It's just a few weeks now. And another 26% say they have plans to list between July and October. So that's very hopeful news because they have not been moving off the fence for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's not just a shortage of the land to build on, but also a shortage of the skilled labor needed to do the new construction. But we're working through that and getting there and working on the deficit. There was 10 years that they weren't building enough, and now they are getting.
Another pressure point is the lack of turnover. The median tenure for a home is now 10 years, which is an all-time high. In past history, historically, homes were turned over every 5 years. And life events have changed also, which has triggered moves. They're not happening as often. There's a drop in marriage, there's a drop in birth rates, and people are also staying longer in their jobs. As first-time home buyers are out there trying to find their first home, they're competing against cash buyers who are taking advantage of FHA and VA loans that the first-time home buyers are going to have to utilize. Therefore, you have first-time home buyers competing against those cash buyers. Some of that will change also as mortgage rates fluctuate, and also as buyers who can only come up with 3% down are going to have a hard time competing. We're going to have different contingencies on all aspects, whether it be contingencies on appraisals or contingencies on inspections. Totally screwed that up. Linda.
So there are 4 ways that the market may see some inventory relief. Number 1,
Was the vaccine rollout?
yep. And number 2, housing starts, uptick recently as we talked about before. And number 3.
And number 3 is cash in on equity. A lot of homeowners who are selling now are selling with equity in their homes. A lot of homeowners who may not have had equity in 2006 are now realizing equity in their homes now. It's not very likely that this is going to be a foreclosure situation. However, these homes may come on the market so that homeowners can cash in on their equity. These are the homeowners that have held their homes for some time and are even going to have equity in their homes with the forbearance program, have an average of $87,000 in equity right now. Sylvia. building.
Yeah,
purpose.
well, I think that the exciting news for me anyway is transforming all these vacant hotels and motels and office buildings into residential apartments and condos. That I think is where some of the real exciting future lies for investors and tenants alike.
And that's a great utilization of space,
Yeah.
and that's something that not only is environmentally appealing, but is also, it's nice that people are thinking outside the box. I don't consider this to be a recession. I don't consider all this housing to be a problem. With the way prices are increasing on homes, the only thing I worry about is negative equity. I worry that homeowners are going to be purchasing homes for prices that are way above their true market value. And that's where an experienced realtor comes to play. The realtor can help guide you in that process of buying and also do comparative analysis for you to be sure you're not overspending on that property.
I do have, those are all good news. Let's start with that, I'm sorry. But I do have some statistics to share that I was jumping forward on. They're not showing this hopeful trend yet that we're hearing. They're down maybe 50, the listings are down maybe 50 or so, and the prices of the houses have gone up during this period. It's just been since last week that we gave the numbers. It's 914 active, and that's not very many. The average sold price though has gone down. It's 262.77, which I think was in the fours last week, so that's come down considerably from what it was. The days on the market are 20, but this is still fluctuating up and down. Not big numbers, just small numbers each week, and we'll keep you informed on that.
One step at a time, but
One
it
step
looks
at a
like
time,
there are
yeah.
some signs of some reasons for hope and some relief.
Yes.
Yes, it's just like seeing the opening up from the virus every place else. You're going to see this market open up for the very same reason, I think. And caution is always good under these things. And we'll be with you again next week. If you want to contact us, you can contact us on Facebook under The Porch. We have an email address also that is theporch321@gmail. Send us your questions or anything you'd like to know. Whether you want it answered personally or through this venue, we can get to that. Thank you for joining us.
And that's it from the porch. 3,
See-
2, 1.
We'll see you next week.